Hi Sarah, welcome to Stories from the Grey Hill. I'm so excited for everyone to hear Star-Crossed. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm a student at UHI. I study literature. And about 2 years ago, I got an email from, I think, my head of department advertising this screenwriting competition that lots of students would get the opportunity to send in a play that would then be judged by votes and then go to a panel of judges, basically. And they get to choose a winner who would then have the opportunity to be recorded or even performed by the Grey Hill. And I thought that sounded good enough with not too high stakes because if I didn't win, I didn't win, and if I did win, what would happen? Um, so I entered Starcrossed, and turned out I won. So it can't have been that bad, I guess. And that's how we met. And Starcrossed itself is a play about uh, a girl and a boy basically meeting uh, while performing Romeo and Juliet. So it's like a little bit of a parallel thing. Um, they perform Romeo and Juliet on the stage, but they also have a little bit of a Romeo and Juliet thing going on off stage. Um, but it's quite contradictory because everyone who knows Romeo and Juliet is about um, unrequited love turning into huge love, which is unhealthy love, and then not love anymore at the end because they can't love each other anymore. Whereas I was trying my play to be more about, healthy love, developing love, um, which is like the bit of a contrast of on stage unhealthy, off stage healthy, and how those two are like intertwined.
What inspired you to write this play and explore the journey of Jeb and the other characters?
I wanted to write something that a lot of people could relate with, so it couldn't have been something like way out of the reality of this world. So I feel like, especially because I'm a student pupil style play from drama class, basically. For me, felt really relatable because I'd done that before. I'm a student right now, and I feel like that was kind of the target audience I was trying to get to, like teenage love in a school style setting. So either very reminiscent adults or just generic students. Um, and I felt that for me, in the front of my mind at the time of writing, because of my literature class, I had been reading lots about Shakespeare, and we had been doing Shakespeare at the time. And I've always got a little bit disliked Shakespeare. Well, in the beginning, I loved Shakespeare because I was naive, and then I started reading some of his stuff, and some of his stuff is really good. But then Romeo and Juliet, there's so much wrong with it. The longer you dive into it, um, and I was like, it's a story with potential, and I'm sure a lot of Shakespeare scholars will contradict me and will tell me, "Oh no, you missed this crucial part." But for me, what always came across is that you have to love endlessly, and you have to give yourself up in order to have an admirable love. And I just felt like it didn't have to be that way. So um, that's what inspired it. That I wanted to give Romeo and Juliet to have a chance to redeem itself. Um, and Jeb and Katrina were just my two pathways in that direction because I had to have a Romeo that was completely different, is not self-absorbed, is not arrogant, very helpful, and has a dream and wants to get to that dream, but nothing is holding him back. Like, no love will ever bind him to the place that he is if he has a dream that he wants to achieve. And I needed Katrina that has a learning experience because Juliet in the play is about what, like 4 years younger than Romeo or something, like 14. So I had to have a young Katrina or a younger Katrina um, that is still growing and is still learning. And you need different experiences to find out what's going on and how to love and how important love is to you and what kind of love. So I felt like Katrina would be a younger person, maybe a year beneath Jeb, and she's just getting into this. She started out, she did it because she needed it to not fail her classes. So it's kind of like a she has to do this, but maybe she can get some enjoyment out of it, which in the end I think worked quite well for her. So yeah.
How did you approach the challenge of portraying the rehearsal process of Romeo and Juliet within the play? Because that's quite a nice scene.
Um, Honestly, I drew a lot of it from my own drama classes when I was visiting a drama school as well. So the rehearsal itself was very much based on how my past rehearsals have been. especially with the teacher as well, because I based her off of a very very strict person I know that has taught drama before with me. So I know exactly what that scene would look like if I was in it, um, and I know exactly what would happen if I messed something up that had been performed and like practiced a lot before. If someone did something really really well, and how extremely annoyed other actors can be if you think something's in the bag already, and then someone messes something up that he should not or they should not mess up. So I drew a lot from my personal experience there.
One of the scenes that I wanted you to elaborate on was the significance of the stage kiss scene and its impact on Jeb and, in our version, Catriona's relationship. Tell us more about that.
So like the famous kiss in Romeo and Juliet at the end, where they both kiss each other,
Yeah.
to then both die together. Um, that is also a very instrumental piece in the actual Romeo and Juliet. So I needed to make sure that I have it in here as well, but without the